Alright, it's oh, excuse me. So it's been a while since the last time I made one of these, and I've been working on kind of like a side project. I'm going to be getting back to like the Space Colony arc and Angel Island and building all that other stuff again pretty soon. And if you haven't seen, what was it, the first, I think there might be 2 up by now. Or not, actually there might just be 1, I'm sorry about that. But I pretty much explained a little bit ago that I lost all my old worlds, like all of my builds and stuff that I've been working on, so I was going to have to start rebuilding a lot of them. And what happened is I've gotten a little bit behind. Like I finished the outside of the arc, for example, and then just several things have come up, so I'm getting back on track now, so that will be taken care of. But this actually is like a side kind of project I was working on, and as we look down at it, it's nowhere near complete, but eventually this is going to turn into a gigantic volcano, the Rahdon Volcano. And it's pretty much, let me get a little bit like an overview too. I can't go all the way up because this thing's going to be really tall. It's going to go all the way to the height limit. As a matter of fact, I'm using a super flat world. There's a village over there. They have some weird looking squid people. I don't know what's going on with this, but it's pretty much a location that was made up, and the character I made a while ago named Rey The Phoenix, which if you probably don't remember any of that because I didn't really mention it like at all, but I did make a song a while ago, which is a song that's playing, that's on this thing by itself. That was his theme song, as a matter of fact. And so this plays into a little bit of that story and stuff, but it's nowhere near complete. And I'm working on actually started Angel Island. Hello. Oh, hello. Whoa. Started working on Angel Island as well, and I've started working on the interior of the arc, but in between builds, kind of sometimes branch out and start doing some other stuff, and this is one of those stuff. This is going to be the main room, and there's pretty much a whole story behind it that I'll explain in a little bit, but I'm just going to mainly show you the build first. Like, this actually doesn't lead to anything at the moment. It's a bed for when, when it goes nighttime. It's just easier. And then in here, unfortunately, because you can see there's like lava in the floor, there's glass. This isn't exactly your average volcano floating library. There's floating parts in it. So he's a phoenix, he can fly, so he can get to those. It doesn't matter, right? Okay, actually, to be realistic, I just left it like this because I thought it looked cool. But what actually happened was this lava that's under that's supposed to be glass in between this, those fireballs that can kind of shoot up on top of the lava started burning. So I've actually rebuilt this library about 3 times. It's burned to the ground about twice and almost burned to the ground a 3rd time. And I'm kind of over rebuilding it because I don't know why it keeps happening. Like I've changed up the blocks and stuff. I just completely covered it. But it was gonna be cool because originally it was gonna be like right even with the ground, so you have pathways and then lava and then books, but it didn't work out like that. Just whatever. But that's like a side library room. And here's the really cool part. As you can see from the outside, something's covered in a bunch of lava. That's because if we go this way, we have this. It's a giant hangar encased in glass, encased in lava. And this bad boy, which is actually kind of small, it's not really to scale, but it's kind of like a giant red air carrier, or aircraft carrier that's red though. Meaning this is a giant runway, but these are giant like wings that kind of keep things suspended, and there's like the bridge over there. And you can actually see kind of briefly, those are kind of like talons, these gold things right here, for when it lands, but it's not really supposed to land often. And the idea is, if you read the story about Rey, there's I made the thing up but I can't pronounce it. It's called the Adytum. A-D-Y-T-U-M, right? And that's like the temple place he lived at, right? Which, that whole structure used to be connected to the top of this volcano that I'm eventually going to build, and it's not anymore due to reasons. But this is actually it's called the Adytum 2, but in retrospect, it's the actual first one. And if you recall in the story, Rey's thing is that he had different sages, right? The kind of, well, they created him at first, but then they taught him different things. But there was the first one, the one that kind of started the whole entire thing, and this was actually belonged to him, as we'll learn about the volcano. Like, base of the volcano kind of belonged to him as like his own place that he originally lived at before he decided to construct the temple, which is where the rest of them lived at. Trying to get a good view, but I'm realizing that I wanted stuff like this in here because I kind of thought it looked kind of cool in design, but it's making it hard to get like a nice, I guess, all the way around look at the thing. But anyway, that's the reason it's in the base of the volcano too, is because it was his. He put it here when he finally decided to settle here, and the story with this volcano will be unveiled in time. But I figure I might as well, since I didn't start at the beginning and like work our way in like an episode thing. It's kind of like that last episode, like right now. So I guess I might as well explain, right? And that if you remember the Aditum, it's powered by that stone that I keep switching the name back and forth of. So I'm just gonna say stone for now until I settle on that. You know, not getting that wrong. And this is actually the impact point where it originally impacted a long time ago. It made a crater, and from the crater the mountain came, which ended up being a volcano. But the reason this looks like this is because this was the impact point, and when that original sage found that stone and was able to build and create all of this based off of that stone's power. So that's why there's lava, yeah, because it is a volcano, but that's why there's actual structure, because then he went and built all this based off of that. That's where this whole centerpiece comes from too. That's the original impact spot, which is the center of the bottom of the volcano. So, with all that explained, this is gonna probably take a long time to finish ultimately. Like, it looks nothing like a volcano right now, obviously, right? But I thought I'd share that because I'm working on a side project, and you know, if something happens, you know, my worlds go, you know, are lost again, it'd be nice to know at least what I was working on this time, you know. Oh yeah, we can actually go through this. Hold on a second. See? There we go, right? That's kind of cool. So anyway, thought I'd just show off that for a second. And now I say I've worked on Angel Island, but there's no like notable structures, so there's no point really showing that off right now. The arc pretty much still looks the same on the outside, and since what I have worked on the inside isn't done yet, I feel it'd be useless to, or time wasting to show that. At least in this video. I could always just make like a second video and show it. But anyway, that's the story behind this volcano right now. I'm kind of not explaining everything on purpose because I want to be able to explain stuff as I build more stuff, and if I just talk about the whole thing now, it'd be kind of boring. I mean, it might be boring regardless, depending on if you care or not, but hey, it'll give me something to talk about in the other videos. And that's pretty much everything for right now. I don't know when this will be completed though, because I am going to go back to working on the Ark and Angel Island simultaneously, because I really want to get those done, or at least back to what they used to be. So that's going to be, it's going to be a while before this is done, definitely, and because those are going to take some time too, but I'm probably going to work on those a bit more than this, but this will be worked on. So in case you are watching this and interested, there'll be more about this. Of course, you can go look at the video for the Pure theme song, and it has a link to like the rest of the story and stuff, so you'll be able to find out more stuff that way too, if that was interesting as well. But one of the things I like about Minecraft is you can imagine stuff like this and then go and build it pretty much. So it gives them more of a bit of a visual. I could describe this, but I'm terrible at describing stuff anyway, so hey, there we go. That takes care of pretty much everything for this video. The next video will probably be an Angel Island update, as a matter of fact, just because I've built the perimeter of Mystic Ruin, and I mean the part with the temple, the forest. I've begun rebuilding that, and so that will be probably the next video. I'll try and keep in order though, like I'll do that video just to show what I've done, and then I'll probably just go like consistent with like just the Ark, and then, you know, just Angel Island, and then this volcano, Rahdon, yes. So yeah, it actually got nighttime because this video is pretty long. I apologize for that, and that takes care of everything for this video. More updates to come, and if you watch this all the way through, thanks, I guess, right? I'm stalling because I don't want to forget anything, but that actually is about everything. I'm not forgetting anything this time, so perfect. Alright, thanks.